Johnny Kai has been entertaining audiences since the 1970s. He's shared his aloha, musical talents, and producing skills from the East Coast to Japan, but he's always come back home to Hawaii. His most recent labor of love has been producing the revamped version of Brown Bags to Stardom on OC16. Brown Bags has come a long way since its creation in the 1980s, and Johnny is 100% behind the talent contest's evolution and his mission to give young talent a venue to grow and the opportunity to be seen.
Brown Bags to Stardom fell into my lap, which was the perfect opportunity for me to take these principles and my theories about how to rebuild the future and rebuild it from the children. Because when you really think about it, it's the only way to rebuild the future of our music is the children now. So I approached Mitzi and Leanne about a person who had a show on OC16 who was going to give me 5 minutes of his half-hour program to support Brown Bags. Of course, when Mitzi and Leanne heard about that, and I questioned them, who is this guy? They said, no way, we're going to take this show. We used to produce it. When they were young women, they used to work for Jeff Coelho at KIKI. They were part of Brown Bags to Stardom. So they jumped right on it and said, man, no, we're going to take it. And thanks to them, you know, Brown Bags became a television show. And of course, we know that about copyrights and all this kind of stuff. So we had to make Brown Bags a program where kids had to write original songs.
Johnny, born Johnny Kai Lawrence in Wahiawa in the 1950s, fondly recalled his high school days where he first got his start in music.
I was a music kid, and I was that kid in school that always did things for the schools. I started the first disc, the first basketball band. I was the first to create a band for the JV teams, which nobody went to. You know, I was the kid that wrote cheers for the cheerleaders. I had my own 32-piece orchestra. I was the first person in school. My father used to drop me off at the front of Leleho High School. It was still dark. And I used to have my trumpet case in my hand. I'd be running down the hallway scared as heck, you know, with my trumpet case. But the moment I took out my trumpet and I started blowing in the hallways and the sound of that trumpet ringing like a trumpet in heaven, you know, I was a classified child prodigy.
After graduating from Leleho in 1972, Johnny had big plans for himself.
I went back to New York City and I joined the Hawaiian show and was the drummer. A year later, the lady who owned it, you know, passed away, and so I picked up the show. And then that's where Johnny Kai Hawaiian Style was born. And I became the top entertainer from Hawaii on the entire East Coast. You know, and I was booked by the biggest agents in all those states, and I played the best gigs. And all the big showrooms up in the Catskill Mountains and the Pocono Mountains. This is where all Frank Sinatra and Barbra Streisand, these were the theaters that they played in. And as the top entertainer from Hawaii, and you know, it's the best Hawaiian show really ever on that East Coast. You know, the thing about the New York experience that has changed my life and actually brought me back to Hawaii. So I bought a one-way ticket back.
Now that Johnny is home and has immersed himself in Brown Bags to Stardom, he reminisces about the past and is grateful for his many experiences.
I feel that I had my chance. I made my money, I had my glory, I had my stardom, you know, I got it out of my system, you know, so I feel good about, you know, working with OC16 and Brown Bags and doing this for our community and our children, and it's time for me to give back. You know, and I owe OC16 everything. OC16 gave me a second chance at being a positive impact in Hawaii.
Tune in to watch Brown Bags to Stardom featuring the up-and-coming talent of our local high schoolers. Log on to OC16.tv for showtimes and to watch back episodes of the program.